I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Did you know about the big sneak preview?
Nobody hipped me to that, dude.
Pee-wee Herman in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Special sneak preview this Wednesday.
What? What?
Special sneak preview Wednesday of Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Where is it? Can you see it? Where is it?
Easy, dude. It's at a theater near you. Check local newspapers. Are you coming?
Yeah.
Rated PG. Sneak preview Wednesday. Regular engagement starts Friday, August 9th.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review, and this is for Sean, Patreon review. If anyone's ever interested in requesting any type of reviews of movies or something else, requests of reactions, lists, topics, pretty much any type of review or re-review or any type of video, you send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. But now today, talking about Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Now, this is a film that came out in 1985, and I always forget that Tim Burton directed this. In fact, this is the film that then got him Beetlejuice, and then both of these got him Batman. And Pee-wee Herman is one of those guys that, I don't know if I say I grew up with him. I remember seeing him a few times, the Pee-wee's Playhouse back in the day. I remember seeing it a couple times, but I wouldn't say I watched it a lot. But I do remember seeing this film as I was a kid. And what's enjoyable about it is its infectious creativity. With all the different props, and it was like a bunch of different movies into one. It was all the different set pieces. There's the chase scene through the Hollywood studio, and you're going through, you know, this Tarzan set. You're going through this Godzilla movie set with a guy dressed up as Godzilla. And again, like, you have a little bit of a horror movie where he's being picked up by this woman named Large Marge, and you have this stop motion, like, which that's the scene I think people remember the most. Where I saw the worst accident I've ever seen. It looked like this. You have some really great looking sets, and places that they found. Like, I love the area they found with the dinosaurs. And then they made it seem as if they could get into it and look at the horizon in one of those dinosaurs. Well, the plot of the film is Pee-wee Herman is this guy, child at heart. Danny Elfman did the music, and very nice job on the music. Again, it captures that infectious energy and creativity that the movie has. And he has his dream, there's like chariots of fire, and he's on his bike, and it's like he won. He wakes up, and just the amount of props and set design, it's really cool to see. Just, hey, let your mind wander and pick up all these pieces, put them in a basket, and throw it up all on here. So he got these rabbit slippers, and Pee-wee's like, boop, 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 and his feet is like sniffing the carrot because he's wearing rabbit slippers. He's got like a firehouse pole to go downstairs. I always remember the scene with the Mr. T cereal. Maybe because this is probably the only fucking film in history that showcases Mr. T cereal. I pay the fool who don't eat my cereal. That's the one that I remember the most. Some it's the Large Marge scene, which is a good scene. I don't know why. For some reason, that's the one. And then he's got this bike, which I always like the design of the bike too. Like the sleekness of the red. And this little tighter thing where he's cleaning it. And he's like, brush, brush, brush. And Pee-wee Herman, like Paul Reubens, I just see some people being really annoyed by him in this movie. Like being irritated by his performance and how big and how grandiose it is. But it fits. I haven't seen the other Pee-wee Herman films, to be fair. There was Big Top Pee-wee, and then there was one he did a couple years ago I didn't see. But this one, I could deal with him. I was fine with his performance. I thought it worked because of the big cartoon nature of the movie. It's a giant cartoon. Giant live-action cartoon. I mean, the villain, Francis, they go on this whole, I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I thought Mark Holton as Francis. He's not in the movie as much as I remember. But when he's there, he's definitely got that big whiny brat mentality. And, you know, just, he's a good antagonist for Pee-wee. For Mr. Pee-wee Herman there. And even watching it again, there are moments that still genuinely made me laugh. During the sequence where... There's another sequence I remember when I was a kid. When he's in the biker bar. I didn't know one of the bikers is actually Cassandra Peterson. Elvira herself. And he fucks up a bike and they're ready to beat him up. So he gets these shoes. Anytime I think of the song Tequila, I always think of this movie first. Tequila. This is the movie that always comes to mind first. And that song's been used in a shitload of movies. But it always comes back to this and him dancing on the bar. I don't know what it is. Maybe just how bizarre with like these big ass shoes and dancing on the table, dancing on the bar cabinets. It's definitely one of those films I do wonder, like when people first saw this, they must have been like, what the fuck is going to happen next? What is going to happen? It's just, you could say unpredictable when watching this film if you know nothing about this, like if you were a moviegoer in 1985 and maybe you knew about Pee-wee Herman, maybe you didn't know about Pee-wee Herman, you watch this movie, when you get to like 20 minutes in and you're like, what the fuck's going to happen next? I mean, I'll say he's got this weird ass set. I mean, his window is a fish tank. And he's playing with toys. Look out, Mr. Potato Head, ah! And he's going to this magic shop where the guy's trying to sell him all this stuff, like fake blood. He's like, no. Professor Toro Tanaka, Sub-Zero from the Running Man. He was one of the villains in The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speedman. He's in this. Very briefly, but he's in it for a scene where he's knocked in. And then at one point he puts like a toy that's like a knocker. I thought that this has some really interesting props that I've never seen before in another movie. Like that knocker thing that he attached on the door so you can sneak in. And then, you know, the adventure aspect is just, you know, all this stuff that he goes through. Like, on the road with this escaped criminal and accidentally driving off a fucking cliff and just like there's kind of a scene that you would see later in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, where they're falling through this blackness, but it seems like it's going forever. Only this time it's in a car. Another scene that is rather imaginative is it's pitch black at night. The entire screen is black, and you only see these eyes, but they're animated eyes. I don't know, just something about that was really unique. Because again, that's something you don't see a lot, where it's a live action film, pitch black. Okay, let's have the animated eyes. And then he puts on his goggles, and there's like a shitload of animals there. Again, Large Marge, I mean, what more can I say? The actors that played Large Marge definitely conveyed that intimidating, even without the, you would be freaked out by this lady. But that moment, I think, really sealed the scene. I do wonder if you didn't have that crazy, that's the scene that seemed like it would be in Beetlejuice, which came out after this. But if you had that stop motion, like something from MTV Liquid Television, I do wonder if the scene would have been as effective. I don't know. Maybe that's a question to ask people. And let's say certain places they were at, like the dinosaur museum, I always thought that looked really cool. You know, the biker bit, the tequila with tequila. Oh, I was talking about laugh aloud moments in the. I go off track. After the biker bar sequence, they give a motorcycle. I think it's the way it's shot, where he rides off, and it just stays on the shot with the bikers. In the distance, you see him. You think like he's riding perfectly, but he smashes through the fucking billboard and just flops over, and then the bikers are still staring like. You just see him from the back. I think it's because there's no music. There's no reaction on the bikers. Everything goes quiet. And just that, yeah. that was rather effective. The way that was done. I thought Tim Burton did a good job with the movie. And by this point, he only done the short Frankenweenie and I think one or two other shorts. He had not really done a full-length film. And in retrospect, in a way, him and Pee-wee were a perfect fit because of how weird the like Pee-wee's Playhouse's world, how weird that is, and how weird some of Tim Burton's movies happen to be. And then he would use Paul Reubens again. For example, Batman Returns, he plays the father of the Penguin. Remember the beginning of the film, Cobblepot, where they pretty much throw the baby away? The father is Paul Reubens, Pee-wee Herman himself. I think the mother is, I want to say the mother is the girl that he watches the sunrise at the dinosaur museum with. I believe it's her. I forget her name. Diane Salinger. Yeah, I think that was her. She's not the lead lady in this who becomes Pee-wee's girlfriend. She's the one that watches the sunrise at the dinosaur museum with Pee-wee. So they both would be in Batman Returns, which is, I thought, kind of interesting. I don't know if Paul Reubens worked with Tim Burton again. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I mean, the whole studio bit, that was a very entertaining finale. Apparently there was a bit cut out, which kind of does make sense in retrospect, where in the magic shop he got all these items, but he never uses the items in the magic shop. Like, he gets this bow tie, it's supposed to be like a boomerang, but he never uses that. But there's a cut scene where he was supposed to use all that, but I guess it was cut for time. But he's supposed to use like all the stuff he got from the magic shop. But yeah, I mean, what makes the chase scene fun is just all the different venues they go to. They goes into a beach movie, a North Pole flick, a Godzilla movie with like King Ghidorah there, again like a Tarzan thing. And then I thought it was really creative at the end where, we're not going to arrest you, Pee-wee. We want to make a movie on your story. And of course, the movie they make is totally nothing like it, with James Brolin as Pee-wee Herman. Pee-wee himself is in the movie, but his voice is dubbed, and then he's purposely being a bad actor, like looking at the camera. Very creative stuff. And then even at the drive-in, how you see all the characters come back because they're all at the drive-in. So he goes to, like, there's the criminal with the police. There's Diane Salinger. She's been to France. There's I think the bikers were there. But I mean, that was cool. No Large Marge. I thought that'd be hilarious. That would have been even funnier if somehow Large Marge was there. I mean, maybe retrospect, that would have been, that's one thing they could have had. Like, somehow Large Marge happened to be there. But, and the ending is sweet. Like, the two lovers, you know, the two, I don't want to say lovers, but they never got that far. But the two on their bikes, and they're going past the movie screen, and kind of nice symbolism for the end of the movie. Like, this is a rather really imaginative film, really creative. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff, because, you know, I've seen you when you're like me and you watch so many movies. There's a part of you that craves that. Now, granted, that doesn't mean it's automatically good just because it does that, but it is, you know, it's a movie that is fine for kids. It's PG. But as an adult, it's not, like, cringeworthy or annoying to watch. And the reason... Okay, what the fuck? You can't see this, but I'm going to show it anyway. There's this thing that's in red. Cool special features, dudes and dudettes. Because, yes, Pee-wee Herman and other people use dudes and dudettes a lot in this movie. I don't think there's one single fucking dude or dudette. This is not the fucking Ninja Turtles from the 80s cartoon, 90s cartoon. Well, it's 80s to 90s, but it's not the original Ninja Turtle cartoon. Dudes and dudettes. Why the fuck is that there? There's a commentary with Paul Reubens and Tim Burton, which was fine, but there's some dead spots in there. Commentary with Danny Elfman. Why is there not a documentary on this? I don't understand. I guarantee you, Paul Reubens and Tim Burton, you get like Diane Salinger, like you could get a lot, just like Beetlejuice, same thing. Why is Beetlejuice in this film not have special edition Blu-rays? Did someone answer me that? Oh, I know, because Warner Brothers. Whining bitches, as I call them. WB. Whining bitches. Give this film a fucking special edition. I would love to see a documentary. That'd be nice. I know his first idea, Paul Reubens, was to do like a Pee-wee version of Pollyanna, the story of Pollyanna, where he'd like go to a small town and blah blah. But I thought this was the better choice, honestly. And see, this is what I'm talking about also. When people say, well, it's a family film, how good do you expect it? This is a fucking family film, and look how well done this is. Beats the shit out of some of the family films today, like, and I'm a Ninja Turtles fan, but Michael Bay's bullshit Ninja Turtle films, because that's one of the things people go, oh, well, no, bullshit. Just because it's a family film doesn't mean it have to be shit. Plus, I won't even call those family films. They're just, I don't even know who the fuck they were for. Well, they were for, they think they were going to get the Marvel crowd, I think, and they failed. In my opinion. But yeah, Pee-wee's Big Adventure is a lot of fun. Very entertaining. It was a nice calling card for Tim Burton. This is what I did. Oh shit, okay. Beetlejuice. Batman. Edward Scissorhands. Ed Wood. Sleepy Hollow. And lately, was Sleepy Hollow like his last? No, Ed Wood came up. When did it? Fuck. I had... God damn it. I forget if Ed Wood was before or after Sleepy Hollow, damn it. Now I want to say it was before. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the fuck happened with Tim Burton. He just... Lately, just... I don't know, just obsessed. I don't know. I can't tell you. Maybe someone smarter out there watching this can tell me what the fuck happened to Tim Burton. Paul Reubens, I know he got in that controversy decades ago where he was jerking off in a movie theater. And because, you know, he's might have been... I don't know if it was a porn theater. I don't know. But, you know, there's, of course, jokes for years. Pee-wee, you know. So, I do wonder how much that hurt his career. Because, you know, was a family show. But, I mean, obviously, I think there's a lot of people who don't even remember that. Paul Reubens, the other thing I remember him from, he was in a couple Cheech and Chong movies. I remember in next movie, he was like at the hotel. I think they're Iranians. He was fun in that. I think he was also in Nice Dreams as a guy in the mental ward. That was pretty funny too. So, yeah. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. If you've never seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure, watch it with your kids or watch it by yourself. It works both ways. So, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.